Why is it so hard to make friends as an adult? It was once so simple. The sad and uncomfortable truth is the vast majority of our friendships are friendships of convenience. That doesn't mean they're not worthwhile or meaningless, it simply means that people tend to grow apart unless you put a lot of energy in keeping the relationship together. It's easy to keep up when you're young. You go to school/college and you're surrounded by people who are your age, by definition in the same, or similar, phase of life, and your one obligation involves hanging out with all of those people. When you're older, things change. Your workplace has people from all different walks of life and in different phases, and people add obligations as they get older: family, partners, grandkids, etc. All of this is to say it seems like it's harder to make and keep friends as an adult because it is. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means it takes some effort. I've found that if you seek out hobbies and activities that you're passionate about, the rest of it starts to fall into place. Be it working out, political activism, dog walking, video games, rock climbing, ballroom dancing, it doesn't matter. Those all can lead to friendships. Be open to new opportunities as they come up and make an effort to go out and be with people when you can. Having a set day or two a week can really help with making sure you get out of the house. TLDR, it is harder to make friends as an adult, but it's very possible, and even better, you'll self-select for friendships with people that care about the same things you do.
I have seriously been thinking about how to say, "Wanna play?" as an adult and not have it sound weird. Think of those words. How simple and unassuming those words are. There was no social anxiety or weird connotation to them, just an invitation to keep from being bored. Maybe it's because what makes us happy gets harder to share the older we get. Or if we do have a common interest, we lose some of the enjoyment by sharing. We're more open to new adventures when we're young and become guarded when we get older. I read once it takes about 40 hours of contact to move them to acquaintance, 120 to move them to friend category, and 500 to make them trusted. All rough estimates, obviously. Now think about being a kid. You're in forced close contact with the same people with enough regularity and openness that children have to make that number easily. Now, as an adult, you have the same pool of people that probably isn't nearly as numerous or have the same turnover that classmates have. You aren't as open, so you don't talk as much about not work things. It takes you much longer to rack up those times.
I work at a place with a lot of people, and there are walking groups. At lunch, one person sent out a massive email saying, "If you want to take a walk at lunch, meet me at this location and time." She ended up with a whole bunch of people walking daily with her. That was brilliant, and she had her choice of people to connect with, or not. Also, this pandemic really sucks. I miss walking group. Edit, I was not the one who started walking group.
Hard to make and hard to keep. I literally don't have a single friend in the world. Getting old sucks. It was never easy for me. Was born to be an introvert, sadly.
Most likely due to adults not having as much free time as they had when they were a child. Also because adults are just more private.
Is asking for a friend your idea of a joke? If so, it's pretty good, smiley face.
I'm in college right now and this post makes me feel anxious for the future. 54-year-old woman. It's fucking impossible. There are 3 people I text fairly regularly, but they don't live near me. Let's do lunch, people. I've done that like twice last year. I shop by myself. That's loads of fun. Where I live, if you don't have your children or your church in common, you have nobody to hang out with. People have a lot of predispositions, prejudices, priorities as they get older. Seems harder to find people with whom you have a lot in common once you get past your kids' parents. Friendships, which were the last easiest relationships given the common bond. I agree with a lot of people saying our personalities are more advanced and we are searching for people that have mutual interest. I just wanted to add something that I didn't see brought up. People are more guarded as they are older because they know how dangerous people can be. Not all people have your best interest in mind and can be destructive if you let them in your life. Personal safety is something else to consider. Edits. Grammar, which is probably still shitty. It's easy to be friends as kids because you haven't developed an ego yet. You have no real worries or responsibilities other than to be young and have fun. When you get older, your ego develops. Life pressures change. Your interests change. Your responsibilities change, etc. This shapes you who you become as an adult. At some point you become set in your ways and are less willing to welcome people who don't share your values or you don't have things in common with. When you're young, you're still developing these traits, so you're more open to new people in your life. This article sheds some light on the issue. https www.lifehack.org/794127/make-friends. It's actually not harder. It's just the environments adults are in are less conducive for making friendships. Sociologists state 3 general conditions needed to make a friendship. Repeated proximity, things in common, a relaxed atmosphere. Hence, places like work don't really lend themselves to friendships because you are never fully relaxed at work. Places like school and university are perfect environments for that. So, as an adult, you need to find situations that create those 3 conditions and the chances of making friends increases. The number of friends. I believe research has shown that we are generally mostly only comfortable with 6 to 10 close friends at any one time. The rest are generally peripheral. This also means that as people come into your life, people are also going to go out naturally. Working in an office, I find it impossible to make friendships deeper than the faux niceness, i.e. hi, how are you? Crap. I hate that so much. Working in a mechanic shop for a bit where there is no fake niceness, just people trying to work together and get shit done. It is so much easier. I think it comes down to proximity and necessary communication that builds up to deeper connection. This reminded me of a poem I read few years ago. Once Upon a Time by Gabriel Okara. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. But now they only laugh with their teeth while their eyes block. Cold eyes search behind my shadow. There was a time indeed they used to shake hands with their hearts. But that's gone, son. Now they shake hands without hearts while their left hands search me empty pockets. Feel at home. Come again, they say. And when I come again and feel at home, once, twice, there will be no thrice, for then I find doors shut on me. So I have learned many things. Son, I have learned to wear many faces like dresses, home face, office face, street face, host face, cocktail face, with all their conforming smiles like a fixed portrait smile. And I have learned to laugh with only my teeth and shake hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance. To say glad to meet you without being glad. And to say it's been nice talking to you after being bored. But believe me, son, I want to be what I used to be when I was like you. I want to unlearn all these muting things. Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh. For my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. So show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how we used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you. Learn to play role-playing games. Seriously, just do that. Go to a game store and boom, friends. Because people are paranoid about every little interaction in public. When I was young, I'd be friends with anybody, then find out later they weren't right for me and have to backtrack or back out cause I couldn't see the clues. Now I'm old and wise and lonelier, but I read people better. When was it simple? It's always been like this for me.
If you enjoyed this video, Please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.